Hello everyone, welcome to YouTube channel of Developers and Coders Club and IIT Agartala. This is Abhishek Verma and today I am going to discuss the latest LeetCode contest problem. The name of the problem is minimum operations to make array equal second. So please read the problem statement. So it says you are given two integer arrays nums1 and nums2 of equal length n and an integer k. You can perform the following operations on nums1. Means we have given two integer arrays and we have to make them equal, and by performing some operations, so we can either increment any index at any index or we can decrement the value at any index. So we have to choose two indexes I and j, and increments nums1 I by k and decrements nums1 j by k. So we can perform only these two operations, and by performing these operations we have to make the two arrays equal, and we can perform these operations on nums1. So if it is possible to make them equal, so we have to return the minimum number of operations, and if it is not possible to make them equal, then we have to return -1. So see the example number 1. So it is given that nums1 is equal to 4314 and nums2 is 1371, and case 3 means either we can add 3 to any index, or we can subtract 3 from the number at any index. So see, here we have 4 and here we have 1. So if we can decrement this value by 3, then it becomes equal to 1. So this is one of the operations, means we can decrement this value by 3, and here we have 3 and here we also have 3. So these two numbers are already equal, so we don't have to do anything with this. So we don't have to do anything with these numbers, means either we can increment any number or we can decrement any number if the numbers are not equal. So means we have to do both of these. Means if we increment any number by k, then we have to decrement any other number by k. So this is already given in the question. So after performing all the operations, whatever amount we can increment the number is equal to the whatever amount we can decrement the number, because at any step, at any operation, we can increment the number by k and also we can decrement the number by k. So it must be equal, means either whatever amount we can increment the number and whatever amount we can decrement the number, so it must be equal. If it is not equal, then it is not possible for us to make them equal, then we have to return -1. Means we can conclude this from the given example. And if the value of k is 0, so if the value of k is 0, then initially if the given arrays are equal, then we have to return 0, means we don't have to perform any operation. And if initially they are not given equal, then we have to return -1, because it is not possible for us to make them equal if the value of k is 0. So these are the two conclusions that we can make by seeing the test cases. So let us see the code. By seeing the code, I can try to explain more about this. Okay, so here is the code for that question. Means if the value of k is 0, then if initially the vectors are equal, then we have to return 0, means we don't have to perform any operations. Otherwise we can return -1 simply. So we can do this before doing anything. Then after we can traverse through the array, and if nums1 I not equal to nums2 I, means if the numbers are not equal, means if the numbers are equal, then we don't have to do anything. And if the numbers are not equal, then we have to do something, means we have to perform some operations to make them equal. So now I'm finding the absolute difference of the numbers. So why I'm finding the absolute difference, I can explain it. And that absolute difference must be the multiple of k. So I can explain this by taking some example. So let us suppose I have 2. I have a number that is equal to 2 and I have another number that is 5. So if I have to make, and let us suppose the value of k is also 2. Let us suppose the value of k is 2. And if I have to make this number equal to this, means I have to make 2 equal to 5 by performing some operation, means either we can increment this number by k or we can decrement this number by k. Then how many steps we required? So basically it is not possible for us. Why? Since 2 is less than 5, so if I increment this number by k, then it becomes 4. Again it is less than 5, so if I again increment this number, then it becomes 6. Now this number is greater than 5, so if I decrement this number by k, then it again becomes 4. So it continues to the infinite step, and it is not possible to make them equal. Why? Because the difference between these numbers, that is equal to 3, is not the multiple of k. That's why it is not possible for us to make them equal. So the same thing I can write here, means if the difference is not the multiple of k, then I can simply return -1. And if the difference is the multiple of k, then I can store the amount by which I can increment, and I can also store the amount by which I can decrement. I can store both of these in answer 1 and answer 2 in two separate variables. And if the amount by which we have to increment the numbers is equal to the amount by which we have to decrement the numbers, then I can simply return, means I can divide any1 by k, and this is the required number of steps. And if they are not equal, then I can return -1. So this is a simple question, and this is the code for it. So thank you for this.